Shalom, shalom. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, Barak. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who are well, peace and blessings, the hopeful elect. Now, this is just a quick video about why the KJV, the King James Version, is so important, all right, to read from. And King James was not a so-called white man. He was a so-called Judite. He was a Moor, all right, because the Moors controlled Europe for roughly 1,000 years around the 4th century, all right? And the King James Version was written in the concordance, all right? And the concordance is the accurate meaning behind words in the Holy Scriptures. So what that means is like right here, Daniel 7:9, it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So this is saying that the Most High, right, who the world ignorantly calls God, his real name is Yahweh, means he is or he exists. He has hair like wool, man, pure wool. The only people on the planet Earth with woolly hair are so-called black people, so-called Negroes. So when you go into the scripture and you go into the concordance, all right, when you click on the, as you can see, the KJV lines up with what's being said. So when you go to wool, all right, sheep, wool, right? And then when you go back to it and you go to like the pure, it's saying clean, pure, all right? And the word there is
Strong's H, 5343, Nikkei.
I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, all right? Nikkei, all right? So it's actually talking about wool, right? Wool from a sheep. But if you go into the NIV, all right, and you go down to Daniel 7:9, it says, it says his hair was white like wool, okay? And then when you go into the concordance, all right, it doesn't match up, all right, because the KJV is aligned with the accurate translation of the Greek and the Hebrew, all right? It's lined up with those languages. And all these other books have been, they mix up the translations so Esau Edom can fit their narrative. Like I believe in the Mormons, the Mormon Bible, I believe it says in the Bible that having black skin is a curse and all this other madness, man. And then, but in the actual Holy Scriptures, all right, Numbers, I think 12, Numbers 12:9, Numbers 12:10, all right? You go to the, as you see here, it says, in Yahweh, this verse, Numbers 12:9, and the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Mary became leprous, white as snow, all right? Now, she didn't become the color white per se, all right? Because when you scroll down to verse 12, it says, let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. All right. So newborn babies are very pale. Their skin is translucent and they're red. And that's what Esau Edom is. So-called white people. They're not white. Their skin is just translucent and they're red. That's a curse. All right. That's not superior. That's inferior, man. But the Mormon Bibles, which is the same type of thing as these other translations, all right, they're perverting the scriptures, man. And another perfect example, okay, of why you have to go into the meaning of words, let's go to the book of Hebrews. I think Hebrews 2, all right? Actually, Hebrews 1. Hebrews 1 and 2. Have he in these last days spoken unto us by his son, right? Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, all right? Which means he delivers or he saves, all right? whom he hath appointed heir of all things, all right? Because Adam, Yahushua is Adam, Isaac, Solomon, and a reincarnation, and Melchizedek, by whom also he made the worlds, all right? So it's plural. So when you go into the concordance of the word worlds, eon, all right? And it says forever, in an unbroken age, perpetuity of eternity, the world's universe, period of time, age, all right? So there's different meanings for the word world. And like what these so-called Christians like to do, and the only Christians, all right, are the Israelites, man. But so-called Christianity, man, which is the daughter, all right, the daughter of Catholics, all right, they go to John 3:16. It says, for God so loved the world, right, that he gave his only begotten son, all right? And when you go into this word world, they like to say that means everybody in existence. Basically, they're saying that any heathen, any person, any so-called human that's walking on earth, that's who the Lord died for, and that's bullshit, all right? So when you go into the concordance for the word world, it's cosmos, all right? And it means in APT, in harmonious arrangement or constitution, order, government, and ornament, decoration, adorned, all right? The arrangement of stars, all right? So it's not talking about everybody on earth. Now, there's another meaning for the word world, all right? Just to show, improve, okay? Let's go to all right, Revelation 16:14, all right? Same, going to the same place. And then when you go to the word world here, as you can see, is a completely different meaning. It's oikoumene. Now it's saying the inhabited earth. Now it's talking about everybody on the earth, man. All right? And that's why it's very important to download and use the Blue Letter Bible, so you can go into the concordance and the meaning of words. So you can't take every word as face value, okay, when you're reading the scriptures. I'm going to get one more and I'm going to head up out of here. Jeremiah 14, all right? And I'm going to 2, all right? Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, which is the southern kingdom of Israel, which makes up Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So it's saying that the Judites are black unto the ground. So now is their skin actually the color black? No. When you go into the concordance, all right, and you click on the word black, it's kadar, man. And it says to mourn, be dark, to be dark, to be darkened, to cause to mourn. And if you scroll down right here, it says to be of a dirty blackish color as burnt skin, to be darkened as the sun and the moon. And if you go into other times as it's been used, 1 Kings 18:45, it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was black with clouds and with wind. All right. So it's a poetic word is being used in these scriptures as poetic, as twofold. So it's talking about actually being in mourning and also being dark. So the Judites, right, the southern kingdom, are so-called people of color, and it says unto the ground. So they're the color of the ground, man. And yeah, I'm gonna just leave out on that, man. Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom.